Today's agenda we will focus on today. We already shared some introduction about Inspinia. We will introduce Inspinia and the product introduction and solution architecture of the Inspinia system. Project design with Sky platform. Especially my main focus will be the Sky platform side after introduction of the product and system. Because I'm the technical manager, so we will focus on the system from technical side, especially. Okay, then let's start. You already see my presentation, I assume. Product range. Here you can see Inspinia products, 8 and 10-inch panels, 4-inch flush mount, and retrofit, we say for RT model, 4-inch device, and keypad series. Especially today, we will talk about all these devices and the highlight features, hardware, and the connection approach. Hardware side, and especially, as I said, software, Sky platform side. We are going to see how to implement in-house bus and in-house MQTT as well, and how to combine with other protocols, for example, KNX, Modbus, BACnet, and VRV solutions, etc. These are our main products, especially we produce to market touchpad series. We have 8 and 10-inch models, two types of bigger panels. And that one, as you can see, 4-inch flush mount model, and that one is Wi-Fi feature, with Wi-Fi feature, retrofit for retrofit projects. On-wall surface mount 4-inch device. These are keypads, customizable icons. We can put any icon here with laser technology, and we can use for any control, light, shutter blind, and heating, cooling, or air conditioning system possible. Before we get started to the system, first of all, we need to talk about the SkyThings framework, because we are gonna explain all these systems under these SkyThings. SkyThings is a framework which can run on Linux and Android operating systems. 8 and 10-inch panels support has Android operating system. Other 4-inch devices operating system is Linux. SkyThings core of smart home. This is a software solution of our smart homes core, building management and energy management system, and every for living spaces application can be used under this SkyThings framework. This application allows integrators wide range of capabilities and solutions in projects. We are going to see all these features on the next slides. Configuration programming based on cloud solution. So if there is internet connection and if it's possible, these all system will be online if you have a permission to reach after handing over the project. You can see all details about your project to maintenance and to see all actions about the project. We will be able to see a monitoring page of the project, and that will be easier, and that will be good for us after handing over the project. Simultaneously, this system allows us simultaneously many protocol. First of all, in-house bus. We are working on add-on solution, and we almost finalized. So we are going to release soon INAS bus solution. Currently, we are using INAS MQTT solution in our some LQAP project. For example, we can say Dubai. We did a few projects in Dubai. So this system will provide us to use simultaneously many protocols. VRF, for example, INAS, KNX, Modbus, BACnet, and other solutions. We will say SCS, for example, BTGNO. And the flow-based programming, we will be able to see all actions while the project working. Okay, framework features multi-protocol library, we already said, logic functions, many hundreds mathematical logic options, protocol gateway, centralized management, online icon library, sign creation, astronomical time schedule operations, VoIP for intercom solutions, and the editable UI interface, and customizable icons with hundreds and thousands online icon library. So live monitoring, we already said. Cloud programming, also possible local programming if there is no reach to internet. So we can program all devices locally through network web interface. Skyfix, we already counted some protocols. You can see our all supported protocols here. INAS bus and MQTT, KNX, twisted pair, and TCP/IP, Modbus RS485, and Modbus TCP, Zigbee, wireless solution for some retrofit projects, for example. Bluetooth is for our air conditioner interfaces, indoor unit VRF solutions, and BACnet IP, BTGNO SCS IP, and bus solutions we provide with this system. VRF systems, you can see VRF supported brands here, and VoIP intercom, and MQTT. We already use this MQTT protocol with INAS MQTT. These are supported HVAC brands, Hitachi, Toshiba, Samsung, Hisense. We have many projects around the world with these brands. Of course, we need to check compatibility. We cannot say we support all these models under these brands. We need to check compatibility, and then we can provide to our customer. Okay. In this slide, maybe we can say this Sky platform allows us to combine these all version 2 Inspinia devices. What do I mean? Version 2 devices, these devices we already said, 8 and 10-inch panels, 4-inch flash mount and retrofit model, and other keypad devices. All are programmable on the Sky platform, and they can combine in one project, and possible to use many protocols together in one project with these all devices. So Sky platform, we are going to see at the second stage of the webinar. Server, we have a few server, basically in Europe. We have a server, and we have a Turkish server as well. So we are working on some server, we can say. This is screenshot sample from Sky platform. Here is design page. As you can see, These are our page. These are plugins. These plugins, we are going to use these plugins to complete our algorithm. What we need to choose related object, and we need to use with our protocols, INAS, PAS, or combine with other protocols. We are going to use these plugins to create our project. We can add many page. There is no limit, we know. Devices menu, we will see these all details. We will be able to see all protocols here, and we are going to choose one of them and use on working place. Skype platform screenshot sample. Skype platform advantages: online configuration and programming devices via cloud and locally as well. Live monitoring of products and connected devices via cloud. If there is a permission to your project, we must say this especially. So import, export, of course, configuration files and parameters. Always up-to-date software. That is a critical point. We are developing the system every time, day by day. So if you need an update, maybe you are going to face a problem in your project. You know, these are electronic devices, so we can face a problem, or you need a update, and you have you need a special, for example, points for your project. It's very easy to update the system if the device is installed on the Skype platform, and if you have activated auto update option, the device can be get the update automatically. When we released a new update, for example, if the auto update is activated and if there is internet connection on the device will receive this update automatically. After factory reset, for example, the device will get the update automatically as well. There are many good features of this up-to-date feature. Multiple device configuration reset, and the easy integration possibility with API. So we are working on many third-party system. It's possible as well. Connectivity approach, here is most critical point of the webinar, because we counted many protocols. You can see under the page, INAS, KNX, SCS, ZigBee, RS485, VRF, and bus air conditioner interface Bluetooth modules. How can we use these all protocols together? Is it possible to use all together? Of course, we have some limits, because you can see these are modules, gateway. So these are additional gateway. As you can see here, there is a panel, 8 and 10-inch panel. There are two ports backside of the panel. So if we want to use one of them, this protocol, but these are all cable protocol, wire protocol, so bus protocol. If we want to use one of them, for example, INAS bus, we must obtain INAS add-on, and we must put this add-on to the panel, port 1 or to port 2. So physically we have limits. But addition, for example, we have an INAS bus project. So we are going to give 8-inch or 10-inch touch panels, or 4-inch flush mount touch panel, for example. So in this case, we, for example, we put INAS add-on to port 1. If we want to use another protocols, we have another port. So we can use another port to use other protocols, or VRF solutions, for example, we have if we have a Daikin VRF, for example, we can put a Daikin add-on to the second port, and we can combine this project, so we can control the VRF system through INAS bus, INAS thermostatic devices, for example. And also, additionally, we say we can combine many protocols. Do we have only two protocols? No. We can add as well other Ethernet protocols. For example, there is a energy management automation in the project as well, and the customer asks to combine this, to use this system together with INAS bus and the VRF system as well, and for example, Modbus TCP. We have Ethernet port on the panel, so we support these other Ethernet protocols simultaneously. For example, Modbus TCP and the KNX IP, maybe we can say other BACnet IP as well. This is air conditioner interface. Air conditioner interface for indoor unit solutions. We mentioned VRF add-on solution. I'm gonna come back to VRF add-on. We counted many brands: Daikin, Mitsubishi Electric, Heavy, Samsung, Griezmann, Midea, etc. These are all outdoor unit solutions. So our add-on solution, add-on VRF solution, is for outdoor units. So we are connecting to the outdoor unit directly. If there are more than one outdoor unit, no problem. We can connect together outdoor unit to outdoor unit parallel. So we can manage up to 64 indoor units. Sorry, I didn't see I see your question just now. And no, we cannot set time to update. It will come automatically. Just you can resume the update. For example, if there is an update from our side, if you close the auto update, the panel will not receive. You can activate it whenever you want. The system will receive the update again. Okay, sorry, Peter here. Yes, if there is no INAS bus, there is one question from Peter. INAS bus add-on is for direct connecting to INAS bus. Yes, by two wire solution is INAS bus. But he's asking when we should connect by using INAS integration and when by MQTT. If there is no INAS bus in your project, so no need to use at the same time simultaneously INAS MQTT and INAS bus. You can choose one of them. If you have a central unit, Elko central unit, you can choose INAS MQTT control. And if your network is good, you can choose MQTT network solution. But if you don't have any central unit or MQTT gateway in your project, because we don't give MQTT gateway with Astro Inspinia system, so there might be a MQTT server, this MQTT server in your central unit. Okay, so you can choose one of them. I will receive your questions on the question stage. So, okay. End of the presentation, I will get your questions, and that will be easier for us. I was talking about the VRF solutions. These VRF add-on solutions for outdoor unit, we said. We support up to 64 indoor units, and also there might be more than one outdoor unit. And just Mitsubishi Electric support 50 indoor units. I explain this because this air conditioner interface for indoor units. If there is no compatibility, for example, for our project, and we can provide this indoor unit solution, air conditioner, AGI, air conditioner interface solution, this gateway for one indoor unit. One indoor unit, one gateway. So these are supported models. And these are protocols, especially it's used as Bluetooth in our project, many project. And we support as well Modbus and KNX, but this is beta version. And Wi-Fi as well planning. Next feature. Mobile apps. Sorry, there was a last question, I guess. Can I control HVAC system via 4-inch panel with a Yes, possible. We're going to explain all of them. You are asking, is it possible to control this system through 4-inch device? Yes, possible. We are going to explain on the next slides. At the end of the presentation, if you still have questions, we can answer. Mobile app. For Android and iOS system, you can download this mobile Inspinia mobile apps from iOS or Android store. Free cloud service. Required Sky platform configuration. There is no local mobile app control, so you must install the project on Sky platform. We're going to see all details about Sky platform, but if we want to offer a mobile app, we must install the system on Sky platform. So after installing the system on the Sky platform, we will be able to control the system through mobile app with permission. When we scan the QR code on the panel, we will see on the panel a permission page. If there is a permission, you will be able to control all project or any page. For example, we can close some page to control to end user. It's possible as well. And mobile on call, if there is a intercom in our project, when we receive a call from touch panel side, also we will see this calling from mobile app. There is no any static IP, no need static IP, just a Sky platform required. After that, we will be able to see and control all cameras, smart home controls, lighting, shutter, air conditioner, heater, and dimmer lighting, other system security as well. Will be possible for iOS and Android devices. And in this stage, we need to say we were working on a voice assistant, so we are going to release soon with new update voice assistant control. I mean Google Home and Apple Home. It will be possible to use as well Apple Home. These Inspinia controls, we will be able to see from Apple Home these UIs. For example, lighting, shutter, and we will be able to control with voice, Siri and Google Assistant. Highlighted features. Let's look at the highlighted features first. Android Linux based, we already said. these 4-inch devices, Linux operating system has 8 and 10-inch panels, have Android operating system, 7.1 Android version. Cloud mobile app, VoIP intercom, you already said. Configurable UI. You can see these are UIs. We can customize customizable icons. We can change these icons from thousands of icons from library, online library. So we can change these colors and we can change these objects position as well. We will be able to see here weather conditions, and these are menus, schedule, scenario menu, concierge, camera menu, smart home, and dashboard menu. Also possible to use these all features on the 4-inch devices except camera visualization and intercom image. So we added intercom to 4-inch on-wall device, but just voice. So there is no image because Linux operating system is weak compared to Android. So there is no any camera or intercom visualization. Of course, these are can be controlled: light, shutter, air conditioning, any of them, all of them possible. You can control as well. For example, as we said, if there is a energy management system, and if you want to see energy meter values on the dashboard or in the status list, it will be possible. Or we can share some informations we got from one protocol to other, for example. Sorry. Flexible programming, suitable for smart home and smart hospitality. Metal frame options, you can see silver, black, gold. And we already said add-on modules. Add-on modules point is critical for our solutions. Yes, for 8 and 10-inch panels, as we said, there are 2 add-on ports, extension add-on ports, backside of the panel. Here is in front of, we see the panel front side. So there are 2 ports. We can use any ports for any protocol. As we said, for example, if we are going to give INAS MQTT solution to project, we have still 2 ports to use bus solutions. So we can use one of them for VRF, we can use one of them for other, for example, mechanics bus. Android 7.1 version, and the PoE options, of course, if there is PoE in your switch, on your switch, you can power this device with PoE. And if there is no PoE, we need to use external power supply, 24 voltage DC, to power this device. 2.4 gigahertz antenna for Bluetooth and Zigbee solutions, microphone for intercom, building temperature and humidity sensor for heating cooling system. All Astrum Inspinia devices allows us thermostatic functionality. So, for example, you have one touch panel in a conference room, for example, and you want to control. You can add as well many 4-inch devices. All devices are supporting heating cooling system control, thermostatic controls, as well 8 and 10-inch panels. So we can control with fan coil, with panels, fan control and heating cooling valve control as well will be possible on the devices. temperature and humidity sensor. We said multi-capacitive touch, 1 GB RAM, 8 GB ROM. Inspinia 4RT on-wall touch panel. This is completely surface mount model, and there is no port on this device. How can we use with INAS? We cannot use INAS bus with this retrofit model 4-inch, but thanks to Wi-Fi feature, we can use INAS MQTT solution for retrofit project, for example. Building RS-485 communication protocol on the device, and the Linux-based. We set building temperature and humidity sensor, microphone and the speaker. We integrated intercom to this retrofit device just with voice. So we tested all functions, but we didn't release yet. But it will come to the market soon. So after release, you will be able to use this retrofit 4-inch on-wall device for intercom solution as well. Inspinia 4SQ touch panel. This is flush mount model, and there is one add-on port backside of the device. So we will be able to add only one add-on to this device. Of course, there is Ethernet port as well. So we can use other Ethernet protocols. As we said, if we use this port for INAS bus, we can use other Ethernet protocols in our project at the same time. Frame options, German and Italian box, Ethernet PoE. If there is PoE option, there is no need to use 24 voltage external power supply. Building temperature and humidity sensor. In many projects, we use this device as a thermostatic functions. This is not only thermostat device. This is mini touch panel. We can do all counted features on this device as well. So there is no page limit, there is no object limit, as function mathematical or other options backside of the panel. We can use just 1000 UI up to, so the UI, critical for devices. So every control has one UI user interface, So there is UI limit, of course. Except that all protocols, all scenarios and algorithms possible on the Linux device as well. By the way, I couldn't remember if I said all these Inspinia devices support mobile apps. So if we are going to use only one SQ4 model, for example, 4-inch SQ touch panel, it will provide us mobile application. So no need to use 8 and 10-inch panel, or you just use keypad, Inspinia keypad. It will also provide you to use mobile app. This is sample solution for 8 SQ, 10 SQ touch panels. The project might be a flat residence, office, and any commercial project, it doesn't matter. When we use this touch panel or 4-inch devices, we can combine many controls in one device. For example, we have many INAS bus devices, shutter controls, lighting, DALI controls, other universal dimmer controls as well, for example. We can control all these products through INAS bus solution. We need to put INAS add-on to one of the port, as we said. And on the other hand, for example, if we have a multimedia system working through IP, MQTT with MQTT commands, for example, we can control also HTTP, if it supports HTTP, the multimedia system. We can control this multimedia system through Ethernet IP protocol. And there are 5 digital inputs backside of the panel, so we can use these digital inputs for any purpose: window contact, door contact, or conventional sensor, etc. Mobile app as well possible, as we said, if we installed on the Sky platform. If we are in the same network, there is no limit to combine Inspinia Astrum devices together. For example, when we put one master, we choose one of them as master. For example, we have triple villa. When we choose one of them as a master device, 8-inch panel, for example, we can communicate all Inspinia devices through network. So no need to connect all devices each other with bus. For example, we have INAS bus solution in villa, and we have 2 panels, 2 floors. First floor, master panel. No need to put INAS add-on to second floor panel. We can communicate through network with other Inspinia panel. One panel can communicate to other panel through network. We can use some protocols for that. We use generally Modbus TCP to combine these 2 panels or more panels, or KNX IP, for example. Or we have a plan to add master-slave devices. So we don't have master-slave devices just now, but we are gonna release this most likely next year. Master-slave. That will be easier to communicate each other. Okay, before we get started to Skype platform side, I can answer your questions because the second stage will be mostly technical. So if you have questions until this slide, we can answer. At the end of the presentation, we will give time again for questions. This is for first step. There is no limit add-on, so it depends on. There is one question, I guess. I'm not sure you see questions. Can you please tell me? Other attendees see these questions. How many INAS bus devices can we connect to an INAS add-on port? There is no limit on the INAS add-on, Inspinia add-on. It depends on your power supply limit. You know, you have a power supply limit. It depends on your power supply's ampere limit.
Omar, let me give more information about the inner add-on port. Okay, so if you are using inner add-on module in Inspinia 4-inch, 8-inch, or 10-inch, then you should need to have one power supply, PS330 or PSM3 with bus separator. So this add-on module will be acting as a central unit. So you don't need to have central unit. So this add-on module will be acting as central unit, and you should give separate power for the bus line, that is PSM3, PS3 with bus separator. And then this bus line will be acting as a inner bus line where you can connect up to 32 units. So if you are using 8-inch, then you will have two add-on module, two add-on port. So there you can also use two inners add-on module, or you can use one inners add-on module with Modbus add-on module, or you can do the combination. So each add-on module will have inner's unique address, and this unique address you have to enter in the Sky program. So this will be explained in the next section. I hope it is clear. If you have more questions, then you can ask, or else we can go to the Sky platform programming. Okay, Omar, you can proceed with the Sky platform.
Okay. I would like to use second screen for Sky platform. Sky platform is a web-based cloud server for second generation Inspinia Astrum devices, as we said, 4-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch panels, keypads, and we have also another products, mini and BMS servers. Thanks to Sky platform, all devices can be commissioned, modified, monitored, which we mentioned above. So flow-based programming is, we will see, also provides us mobile application control via cloud. We gotta have a Sky platform account to reach this platform. When you use this skyplatform.io address on the web, so you can reach this Sky platform, but you need to have a Sky platform account. LQEP will provide you, if you want to reach Sky platform. It's free of charge. Our system, technical system, completely for commissioning, monitoring, and other features we have. When we enter the Sky platform, we will be able to see all projects which we created. You will not see other dealers' project, other dealer or sub-dealers' project. You will just see your projects, how many projects you have, and how many devices, online, offline, and project devices number. And you will see also a map here, and world map. When you click, for example, I will show you as well lively. I'm going to show you my screen, and we will see Sky platform lively. So when we click one of them project, we will be able to see to project automatically from map. That will provide us easy connection to our project. Here, maybe we can go to Sky platform site lively. I would like to show you my screen. Sky platform. Yes. Show you. I guess you see my screen as a Sky platform. I'm gonna refresh the page. Okay. For example, here is my dashboard. I can see all projects as manufacturer around the world, and I can see my project as well. For example, this is sample project, my projects, merchant Astrum. When we create an account to you, you will see this merchant as your dealer merchant name. So a project owner, how many devices online, offline, and the location. Location is critical for weather station and for other some features. When we click the project, we will see our created devices. For example, I have an online 8-inch device on my panel, and I see this is in my office technical 8-inch panel. Let's go to the monitoring page, for example. This is the dashboard page we created. For example, this is the shutter control and intercom page. If we receive a call from outdoor unit, we will be able to see all actions, receive call, accepted, ringing, confirmed, closed, etc. We will be able to see all actions from monitoring page. This is JavaScript test project for this is, for example, INAS plugin. I'm going to show you from design page as well. As you can see, there is a temperature object here. It gives us current temperature from field, ambient temperature, and we use this information on the 2-point heater or cooler controller, heating cooling. This is for heating and cooling control system. If there is a floor heating, you can use this 2-point controller object, or if you have a fan coil system with 4 fans, for example, cooling and heating, 4 pipes, it's possible to manage all these controls with 2-point object. This is thermostat UI. It's used for end user. When we add this thermostat UI here, the end user will be able to control these objects. As you can see, there are some actions on the temperature sensor, and we see the state of the devices connected, and as well we will be able to see output positions, feedbacks. There is no connection my INAS devices for now, but it will be possible. Let me check, maybe I can see feedback. I didn't check before presentation, so I don't see the feedback. There was some other works. Okay, that was sample. Let's go to this Sky platform design page. Before we get started to design page, let's look at first Sky platform other menus. Dashboard, as we said, you will be able to see your all projects here. And for example, let me check Turkey, Istanbul, Astrum project. We have permission for Astrum project. Where is it? Anyway, one of them. When we click one of them, we will be able to go to a project directly and fastly, or I can search here, for example, my colleague project. Yes, projects. When we want to create new project, we are going to click this create project. Let's add test project, for example. Let's add Istanbul location for weather. Save. We must go to this test project, but that was not full. Most likely there are hundreds test project. Okay, anyway, this way we can create our project. Let me go to my project again. After creating our project, we are going to enter the project and we can add our devices, Inspinia devices, create device. We will give a name, for example, 8-inch, what happened? 8-inch panel. If we have a template, if there is no device on our hand, we can create a template without device and we can use this template whenever we want. We need to add Inspinia devices serial number here. Every device has its unique serial number. When we go to device label, when we look at the device label or when we go to settings page, we will see this serial number. So we need to write this serial number here and we need to choose our device type. For example, 8-inch SQ generation 2 panel. Let's select it. We can add many languages here, options, and auto update. As we said, we mentioned before, when we activated this auto update, this device will be able to receive automatically new updates. Or, for example, you faced some problem in your project and you want to use factory reset. When you use factory reset, the device completely will be deleted. If the device on the Sky platform before factory reset, the device will get last program automatically, thanks to this auto update option. There is no serial number for now, so I cannot add, but I have already a device here. And you can see some details here. My device's name I assigned, I created. Device type, online, offline status, BMS nodes. Normally, we have a BMS license approach for our projects. I'm not sure if it will be for LKEP partners, but normally for every BMS controls, for example, KNX, Modbus, BACnet, SCS, for example, every control, every group address, one BMS nodes. So some devices, for example, 8 and 10-inch panels, comes to the end user 500 BMS nodes. So if you reach 500 points, for example, I can say as KNX simpler. So for example, if you have 500 group addresses in KNX project, you will be able to see this count here. And if you reach this number, you will not be able to you will not be able to publish this project to your device. So you need to increase this license. And HVAC nodes for VRF controls, every indoor units, one HVAC node. So if we have, for example, 8 indoor units for, we used, for example, add-on VRF solution, we are controlling our system through outdoor unit, and one outdoor unit has 8 indoor units, for example. That means we have 8 nodes, HVAC nodes. So we need to use as well HVAC node license on this device. When we look at the devices manage licenses page, we will be able to see our current license after purchasing. We will see our wallet here, and if you have license currently, you will be able to use this license on the device. This is my device's serial number. For example, I have 500 BMS points. When we come here, if I click here, I can use this wallet, one package, 500 BMS package on my device. And this is publish time. Publish time, how many times we published our project. This is test project. That's why this number is huge. Most likely you will not use many times. This is publish button. After changing anything in the device, that button will be activated and we are going to use it. Let's go to a design page. You can use your mouse roller to increase, decrease. These are my pages. Let me show you lively control. There is a shutter control in my office for now. So working room here, and I can see lively positions of the panels. Let's take which one is my table. This is lighting. You can see for now my lights activated. Let me control shutter. Shutter 4 is mine. So when I click here, my shutter is working for now. So I can send stop. When I click stop, up and down will be stopped. Let's send down control. Shutter is working for now. Let's send 0. It's possible to send as well to down 0. Okay. For example, lighting control. You will be able to see out to out. When I click from input to, as you can see, I switch off the lighting and I can on it again. Here is monitoring page, by the way. When we go to physical interface of the panel, we will see this UI on the room, in the room, working room. So when we click from UI, we will be able to control. If someone control the UI from touch panel, we will be able to see this action here as well. So we can control the project if there is a problem. So that will be very useful for us to analyze the problem. Okay, let's go to the design page again. Let me show you plugins. For example, dashboard page. We can add many rooms here. Concierge page, security page, camera page, dashboard. We can add many dashboard. We can add many. There is no room limit. So you can add 10th room, for example. When we try to add, I selected many language when I creating the project. So you need to write other language names here. For example, room sample. You need to write German and Turkish. I created sample room. If there is a floor, we want to include this floor, this room to one floor. We can select one of them, and we can add a floor, and we can add here a background image to this room. Color options, and also we can select style. Room, let's search online library here. You can select one of them. These icons will be visible on the UI. Okay, where is our room? We closed. Let's add sample room. For example, we can change this room information when we go to page layout. We will see this room, and we can change this room location, position, compared to other room. I want to put this room as first room. You can see. Let's put it last room. We can change this room informations again. In this room, we can use these all plugins. For example, dashboard widgets. We use these dashboard widgets on dashboard page. Clock, for example, you can select your time zone, and there are two options, analog and digital. The label, we need to write every UI's label for every language, because when we change the device's language, if all has clock, when you select the Turkish language, it will come again as clock. So you must write here as Turkish saat. That's a critical point for UIs. We can change this UI object's color and the style, as I said before. Let's change color, for example, save. So that will be pink on the page, on the panel. So other logo, you can add any logo to your dashboard. Recent calls, if there is an intercom you installed in your project, you will be able to see recent calls as well. And the security, I'm gonna show you these how to show on the panel. We will see on the document when I get back to document again. Weather conditions, when we use this weather, for example, show forecast, and we can add any location, for example, Tokyo, Japan. So you can provide your end user weather. So you can change style again. Status and the status list. If we want to give some information on the dashboard page, we will be able to add many, for example, door 1, door 2, and the window, for example. I want to give these inputs information to end user if there is a security in the project, and the end user want to see this status. We can change this name. For example, we gave this information from panel's physical inputs. When we go to building peripherals, digital input outputs, we are going to choose here input side. So we can add other inputs as well. For example, 1, 2, 3. We added, so we are gonna connect point to point. Yes, our connection method, our programming method, simply this is, we are gonna use our receiver UI object or control object. So after that, we will connect point to point. That was a sample, and we will be able to see many objects. For example, this is for heating and cooling controller. Let me enter the object. You can see the control type 2 points, so on-off control. So we can assign operating mode settings degrees. So, for example, when we want to create a By the way, I'm still showing you details, sample details. I'm going to show you as well how to integrate INAS devices. So I'm just showing plugin side for now. For example, we want to add a thermostatic control here. So we are going to use here a thermostat UI object. Temperature control, increase decrease step, minimum maximum temperature limit, for example 35, 15 controls. I would like to control, for example, fan speed, set temp mode, on off, and room temperature. And modes, we are going to use heat, cool, and auto mode. So I'm going to deselect these other options. And the fan speed, auto, I will deselect auto. I would like to use for manual fan control. Let me save. After this configuration, we need to connect this side UI's output feedback control object side. So when someone use this UI, the command will come from right side of UI object. So we must connect this UI object right output side to 2-point input. So point to point, sorry. As you can see, I connected on off to on off, mode to mode, set temp to set temp, fan speed as well. After these set controlling connections, we need to give feedbacks to the UI again, because we need to give feedback if we didn't connect this controller output, controller feedback side to UI input, the end user will not be able to see status of the control. For example, someone will send on-off, but will not see on-off status because we didn't connect. If we connect this status to UI input, they will be able to see. Okay. Here, heating, cooling valve, we need a relay module. For example, INAS bus module, we can add as sample. First, let's connect UI and the controller connections. Set temperature, fan speed, room temperature as well. So we need a relay module to control heating, cooling valve, and the fan low, mid, high, and top. So we need a module because we just did here a UI control connection. Here is our controller. This controller inside the panel. So the panel will be able to control this heating, cooling system. Because the controller, in this scenario, the controller is panel. So this is controller, this is our UI. And also we need to add a relay module because we need 4 fans relay and we need 2 valve relays. Okay, let's go to device page. Here is especially important for you, because I'm going to show you right now INAS plugin, how to add INAS plugin. When we start first, we are going to go to the device menu and add new device plus add new device. As you can see, these are our protocols: KNX, Modbus, INAS bus, INAS. INAS 1 is MQTT. INAS bus is for INAS add-on bus control. So other protocols control. For example, let's select INAS MQTT. if you have a central unit in your project, for example, CU, I guess 9, there was a number. I have a central unit here. For example, central unit CU307M, 09M, for example. When we click insert, the system will ask what type of connection. TCP IP, you must select publisher, subscriber, both are possible to use. Here, we need to write here our MQTT server IP addresses. IP address, I mean. Because there is no MQTT server on the Inspinia side, so you need a MQTT server. As far as I know, already Central Unit 09M provide this MQTT server to you. So if you have a 09M Central Unit in your project, after established MQTT server connections from INAS side, you need to write here a MQTT server IP address. For example, let's 5. Username and password for that was sample. After adding your device, you will see your device here with IP address and port. After that, we need to add our devices here, models. These are our integrated models. We are working on other models day by day, but currently you can control and you can use these models as MQTT, INAS MQTT. So SA304M, 6M DALI modules, and some input-output modules, and other EMDC 64M DALI device, your DALI device. Input-output modules. One of them, for example, let's select DALI device. We need to write here our central units because we are doing this integration through MQTT. So we need to write here our central unit MAC address. INAS central unit MAC address and the central unit activator ID. I mean, I guess you said you call device ID 02 B2, for example, 02 B2 A4. We need to write here a MAC address. I'm going to write sample characters. After save, we will be able to see our object. It will come as automatically. You need to write all informations correctly, and you need to cable all Ethernet and bus if you have correctly. If you did something wrong, you cannot connect the device. So these are critical informations. Okay, how can we use this relay one? For example, there are 8 relays on this device here, inputs of the object. So when we use this relay 1 input, we can control relay 1. We will be able to see output of the relay right side of the object. As we said before, every object right side output control, we can say feedback side. So we are going to set our command from input side. For example, relay 1 will be heating valve, relay 2 will be cooling valve, and the others, for example, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be for low fan, mid fan, high fan, and top. What we did here, we added here a 2-point heating cooling controller with 4 manual fan. So we did every settings on the UI because after we selected these modes, the end user will be able to see only auto heat cool. They will not see dry fan VPS because we deselected. So we need room temperature. You can say where is our ambient temperature. We need to use as well here a temperature humidity object. As you can see, that is building temperature. So the device will give us this information. So we must use this centigrade output to 2-point controller. So because this controller will work according to this temperature. Let's publish after changing some things. By the way, we did this all things on the dashboard. You can do this any page, or we can select and copy it to other page. Sorry, what happened? Yes, I selected. Let me use Windows shortcuts. Yes, Control V. As you can see, we will not connect to directly device because we did these informations wrong. But I can show you how to control this controller and the UI. We need to save, and as you can see, we changed something, so we modified the project today. So we need to publish device online. When we publish, the device will receive the last program. I'm going to check my mobile phone as well. I have connection to the panel currently. I'm going to check. By the way, we can check the publish time. Our last publish time 525. So our current publish must be same. That means the panel received the last program. Because here is monitoring side. If there is no problem as publish, the number will not same. So when we look at here, we see the device received the last publish. We can check from dashboard or room. Let's look at dashboard or room. I'm going to connect from my mobile app, Inspinia 8-inch device. Configuration updating because I send new project to the panel. Let me go to which page here? Room. Okay. I'm looking to the thermostat. Please look at thermostat object. I'm going to send on controller switched on. Let's send the temperature. I need to send also a mode, for example, what was the room temperature? 25. We set 22. If we send the cool, as you can see, the cool valve activated. Because controller is working, we send on mode and temperature, and it already receiving the ambient temperature, so it's working. I can send the manual fan control. It worked automatically with low fan. When I send mad fan, as you can see, I send mad fan. We saw the mad fan control here. Okay, we can control high fan, for example. While the monitoring is very useful, so we use these all controls in our projects. For example, you started to installing your project. You gave internet connection. You can continue your project from your office live. So because I'm controlling this device for now through internet, through Skype platform, so it will be possible. For example, I increase the set temperature, and because of the cool mode, all outputs closed. Okay, that was a sample. Let's look at the time. Where can I see the time? About your question regarding can we use in-house keypad as actuator? Yes, we need to add first actuator to Skype platform because we are working on every device one by one. So if you need a project and if it's critical, we can integrate it fastly, no problem, because we are doing every time, day by day, according to your request. It's very easy. But currently, we didn't integrate actuator keypad as keypad. How do you create heating lens? I didn't understand. I guess, Peter. How do you create heating lens? My pleasure. We already see these templates, dashboards, project creation. Let's go fast. This is commissioning screen definitions. We already explained. No, is there annual? There is no any annual fee for cloud service, completely free of charge. These all Skype platform and the mobile application system. This is sample project. We already mentioned these sample points. Let's look at the objects firstly. Okay, let's look at the dashboard widgets firstly. We already mentioned clock, recent calls, widget logo. When we use these controls, for example, the end user will see the clock like this logo and the recent calls. Of course, there must be an intercom in the project, and then you can see recent calls and the security page. Let's look at the other, for example, temperature, humidity, weather, status, and status list. This is sample dashboard widget use. These are our dashboard UIs, weather, temperature, and the humidity. These are UIs. If we didn't give any information to the UIs, the UI will not gives us any information. So we need to give this information from somewhere. From in-house bus, from building temperature, or any other protocols. So we gave temperature information from temperature and humidity building peripherals to the temperature UI. So the end user will be able to see this temperature information. This is a weather security page. Security page, we use this security page for sample basic security controls. For example, if you have many sensors in your project, you can give this sensors information from in-house bus to Skype platform. You will see security object inputs here. For example, thief, fire, gas, flooding, or you can change these names. For example, you can change as window, door contact if you have. When we give this information to security object, basically we will create a security control. So we will see inside of the security object some modes, for example, arm mode, night mode, 724 mode. If we are selecting 724 mode, that means we will not use a password to activate the system, because these are critical. security controls, fire, gas, flooding, for example. But if you want to create a thief security, you can select as arm or night mode, and you can activate with a password. You can see default password, and you can change this password from settings page as well. The end user can change this password on this counter, etc. Security console for our sector. Sample security block use. As you can see, that was our security console. When we add a security page to our project, the security menu will be activated because some controls will be deactivated on some page. For example, we can, as you can see, let's look at the, I'm not sure if you can see, let's look at the intercom page. You will see what was true word, I don't know, deselected, deactivated. So why? Because intercom page must be unique. So if we will add an intercom brand, you must add an intercom page from adding page. When we go to intercom page, we will see this intercom menu will be activated. So that's why we see, for example, this UI object on the security menu deactivated. We are in the security page for now. So we use the security object. We can only use one security object. We have 7-8 zone. So we can add many zones to activate this system. So here, notification, for example, as we said, there is a sample project here. There is a notification object here. After alarm condition, so we can send to mobile app a notification, or we can send email. So this whole platform will provide us these all functions, controls. So there is a wife control for water, for example, water wife. So if there is a water flooding, the system, according to this algorithm, the system will be automatically closed. As you can see, there is an output module here. So we added a wife UI. So we are controlling water wife through panels output. As we said, we have two outputs, 5 ampere to 30 voltage, AC voltage. So we can control a wife through panel outputs. We are controlling a wife with UI, physical relay control object. After flooding, the security object will send us a command. This router will send us a command as well, and the wife will be closed automatically. And in this case, we will be able to send a notification if we want. We already showed this digital input-output display object to control display. We can decrease and increase lights of the screen. And there is no proximity and light sensor on the next generation devices. So you will not see this control on the version 2 SQ model. SQ generation 2 models. There is no proximity and light sensor, but temperature and humidity sensor built in every device. This is sample control. Let's look at the UI objects. As you can see, there are many UI objects: switch, dimmer, shutter blinds, thermostat, RGB control, heater, multimedia, scenario, and concierge. By the way, we are going to release, most likely in this month, our own concierge server as web server. So you will be able to offer your projects with Skype platform, cloud, concierge server, completely online. So we almost finished. We are going to visit concierge server as well. This is UI. So we need to add some controllers after this UI. Let's look at the sample controls. For example, switch. This is KNX sample control. We can add here INAS bus, Modbus bus control, or TCP control, INAS MQTT control, etc. All possible because these are general, for general purpose. We can use these all UIs for any protocols. Dimmer, shutter blind. I already showed you sample HVAC control, heating, cooling, fan, coil control. So RGB heater, multimedia, and scenario. As I said, this is completely, for example, when we look at the multimedia, this is completely UI. There is no controller on the object. This will give us only command. So how can we control multimedia system? For example, we did some project in some countries and Turkey also. There was a multimedia devices, third party, and the device works with HTTP commands. So we use this multimedia object and the HTTP object. I'm going to show you on the next menus, HTTP controls and other web controls. So we can control this, for example, third-party HTTP multimedia device. Let's look at the sample RGB. This is sample heating, floor heating system. This is sample concierge system. By the way, this, sorry, there are some questions here. Let's look at step by step. After a long time, we can maybe examine because. Do you support pixel sheet function? I don't know what is it. That is a hardware topic, so I'm not sure. But we don't use any kind of this pixel sheet function. I don't know. I will not say anything. I can share presentation after. Yes. INAS module can be used without. INAS modules can be used without central unit. Yes, with you can use with INAS bus. You need to obtain a INAS add-on. Can we integrate local for intercom? IPPBX is a brand, I guess. We don't support that type of brand. I will show you how brands we supporting. But as I said, if there is critical and important projects for you, maybe we can work on some new integrations. How can we program it without internet? All devices has own IP addresses. You can reach all devices with its IP address locally. By the way, you can check our website, inspinia.eu, and you can see other datasheet details. You will find on the datasheets local username and password connection informations. So if you have an Inspinia touch panel, and you can reach to device with local through IP addresses, but you need some username and password information. You can find them on the documents. How to update firmware on actors? Okay, guys, we are gonna already answer your questions at the end of the presentation. Let me go fast because we need to finish. I need to show you some other points, and then I will receive your questions. Can I integrate this into a finished project with Central Unit 3? Yes. If you have a project already you handed over or you installed, you can give touch panel, but you must be careful. You must take a look which devices integrated currently on the Sky platform. Because if you used a device which we didn't still integrate it, so you cannot use it on the Sky platform or Inspinia devices. I will receive your questions again. Let me go fast. Progress bar, message box, these are details. I will not show you. Astronomical schedule, we can add schedule controls and the astronomical controls. By the way, the panel has own scenario menu. These are for designer side, so you can add astronomical or schedule control backside of the program, or end user can create their own schedule. It's easier. Sample, yes, some useful functions linked together. For example, if we created a control in some room, but we need to use same control on the another room. So we can use this link or we can copy the object already. We have some useful functions, value trigger, loop functions, and these are sample notifications for mobile app counter. For example, if you need account some things, memory objects. If you want to keep last states of the systems after power problem, for example, you can use memory object to keep last informations on the panel. Converter, if comes some information, you can convert it some other controls. This is security notification sample. Let's go fast. Constant, current time, constant. We use, for example, this constant object in many mathematical objects. For example, if we need offset for ambient temperature, let's think about this scenario. We have a 4-inch flash mount Inspinia touch panel in room, but it's next to the door. But that's why we see the ambient temperature different. You know, there might be a wind next to the door. So in this case, we can use constant and the mathematical subtraction object to decrease or increase some information. So that these are all possible. These are mathematical operations around the sail, maximum, minimum. If we have two numbers, for example, we need to choose maximum one. So we can use this maximum, minimum mode, average. So arithmetic average, we can use it. So this is sample. For example, there are two values here, and the sail sending the value to up 6.27. We see every time goes to next up integer, every time goes to down integer. 6.2 we see as 6. The average, for example, 10 plus 5, arithmetic average 7.5, like that. Summation, subtraction, multiply, divide, left shift, right shift, for example. Let's look at the examples first. Summation, if there are two values, 6 and 10, we see 16, and there is subtraction here, 16 minus 4, 12, multiply with 2, 24, divide with 6, 4, right shift, 2, left shift, 8. These are string functions, uppercase, lowercase, not critical, but exist, you can use. Replace, you can change any word to other, for example. Logic functions, we are using these logic functions in many projects, in many algorithms, equal, not equal, greater than equal, less than equal, demultiplexer. Many inputs to one output. In some case, we need these objects, is null, and or XOR and not logics. If conditions, if else conditions, multiplexer, one input, many output. Router, sometimes we need just route some information to somewhere. So in this case, we can use this router and the toggle control in some condition. By the way, I would like to say here condition, operating condition. I mean, every point of objects, for example, let's look at the router. As you can see, there is one input point, there is one output point. When we double click any of them, for example, output one, when we double click this point, white point, we will see a pop-up. With this pop-up, we can add a condition for this value. For example, if comes 1 from digital input, for example, we will receive one input, one bit digital input. If comes 1, when we double click this white point, we will see, as I said, a comparator page. We can add a condition. For example, if comes 1, send, for example, percentage value, send value, send fun, send any byte value. So that's very easy, and we use this function in many conditions because sometimes we need, for example, if comes bit control, we can send 2 byte any command with these comparator functions. So every point support this, every point. When we double click, we can see this comparator page. This is sample. Plugins, as you can see, these are intercom page. These are our supported brands. Peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer is for Inspinia devices to communicate each other. Inspinia devices can communicate each other like intercom without image, just voice, because there is no camera. But if you have external camera, by the way, you can give this camera to other panel. It's possible. But basically, this peer-to-peer will provide us to communicate Inspinia panels together. 8-inch first floor panel can call other second floor panel. And other brands, BTGino, Aquavox, Fermax, Truen, Yeelink, and as well other brands. There was Fermax, Intera, for example, Dnake, because Intera OEM, the producer, Dnake. So we can control as well Dnake, Truen, Yeelink, Fermax, Aquavox. These are our supported intercom models. According to the project requests, we can add another. For example, we are going to add Hikvision, and also we have a plan to add Dahua intercom. So this type of integrations will take time because there are many topics on the software. Yes, intercom. I'm going to first sound object, for example, media. If we have a ring in our project, we would like to use panel's input, or you can give this information from INAS bus. We have a, for example, switch, and you want to use this lit switch for ring. You can give this information through INAS bus to Skype platform. When we use this sound object, we are going to give this INAS output to sound. When you trigger from button, the sound will be played. Background image. We can add many background image for a screenshot, and logo, icon set for security objects. Is there any project size limit or memory usage? Yes, but size limit, project size limit. Yes, for example, for UI, 2000 maximum, you can add a UI object to panels, 1810-inch panels. And also we have some BMS point limits, but mostly will be enough for many projects. Can we run information message instead of control icons? In a large project installation, yes. Can we run information message on the? Yes. No need to show every controls on the panel on the end for end user. So you can use many informations backside of the panel to send another point. If I correctly understand your question. This is sample ring. I'm going to end. I'm going to finish first, then respond to all questions. Sample ring, for example, digital input to input of the panel and the sound ring object. So when we connect, if comes a command from outside of the panel, the ring will sound. Door and camera object. There is no camera object limit. You can add many RTSP camera. That must be cameras must be H220 to what was that? H264 visualization. Video codec must be H264. So 265 not supported on the panels, and also visualization resolution must be less than equal 720p. Sample HTTP door control. Let's look at the web controls, web control objects, HTML, email. We can send some information to email. For example, if we detect from security page, we can send some secure information to somewhere, some receiver. JSON parser, HTTP object. We use this HTTP object in many, for example, multimedia control, third-party system, and JSON, some JavaScript control objects. This is sample HTTP, JSON parser, HTML, and email. I'm going to pass this sample description. plugins, external apps. These are our external apps. If compatibility is okay, so if we compatible with external app in some case, not every time, in some case, in some project, we can add external apps. For example, we added here, this is a little old one, we added here SmartThings external app. So this is a completely mobile app, like mobile phone apps. When someone click this object, the screen will open mobile app, and you can enter your personal account information, and you can use this, for example, SmartThings or other. Yes, I almost finished. Counter JavaScript plugin. I would like to show you also lastly this JavaScript plugin. If we didn't handle, for example, if we couldn't handle the project with current plugins, if you have ability to use JavaScript plugin, you can create your own JavaScript code, or in some case, we can help you to create some special scenario, not every time, as I said. If there is an urgent, for example, point in the project, we can create our own JavaScript plugin easily. You can use as well this plugin. When you double click, you must use from script menu JavaScript plugin. When you double click, you will see a sample code inside the JavaScript plugin. You can create your own algorithm, input and outputs, and our some customers using this. So that might be useful in some cases. Okay, let's look at your questions. 2 hours, 1 minute, yes.
Thank you, Omar, for your presentation. So I will just summarize all the topic, and then those questions which was from the attendees, I have already mentioned or created it. So I can go one by one, and then for those topics which I need your help, then I will request you.
Okay.
Okay, so in this webinar, I hope you have get the clear idea of about the product series. Like we have 4-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch, and add-ons and air cons. So we have almost all the product ranges for all kind of integration and all kind of application. So a colleague already informed how we can use it in different projects with one screen controlling different buses using the add-ons. Yeah, and we also discussed about Sky platform. It is a very simple graphical programming tool where you can just drag on the UI object and then drop into any add-on modules, then and select the functions. That's it. It is very similar to IDM. And also about the updates. A colleague mentioned that there is auto updates, and you can disconnect the Ethernet cable or connecting to the cloud. So updates will not happen. When you connect it back, then the update will happen automatically. For the Iners bus module, the firmware updates are not defined yet. It is also same way as the firmware updates in Sky platform. So we will define it later stage once it is released. There are a few questions we have seen that how to integrate with Inels. Yeah. So currently we have two options. One is MQTT and one is Inels add-on. I mentioned it before. So for now, add-on module is not released. So in that case, you have any urgent project, you can also have a possibility to integrate Inels with Inspinia. The way is that you should have MQTT broker in your installation. So what all things you need in the installation? One is Inels CU, mini CU, CU37, CU38, CU39. Plus, you need to have MQTT broker. So in that case, you can use Inels bridge. So step one, connect central unit to the MQTT broker, and then Inspinia to also to the same MQTT broker, and then go to the Skype platform and enter the drag and drop the Inels plugin module and enter the credentials of MQTT broker and MAC address. That's it. And then you can create logic and add devices. Colleague already show this. You will have the video recording of this webinar at the end, so you can go back and check how he have done it. Next question, how, okay, I can control HVAC system via 4-inch panel with Inels add-on, and then the Daikin, for example, add-on is only on the 10-inch panel. Okay. In a typical installation where you have 2 floors, or in one floor you have 4-inch and in the other floor you have 10-inch, and in the 4-inch you have add-on with Inels, and in the 10-inch you have add-on with Daikin. In that case, you need to have logic between Inels bus to the Daikin. Then you need to connect these 2 screens via Modbus. Colleague already informed you how it is. So in the later stage, we can also give you another section how you can control from one screen to another screen using different add-ons or different protocols. Next, how do you create heating plan? There is already thermostat UI object in the Skype platform, and also colleagues show you how you can drag and drop the 2-point heat controller. Currently, you have 2-point heat controller in the Skype platform. So first, add on the UI module into the Skype platform screen, then add the 2-point controller Sky, and then you can use any of the output for fan, for heating valve, cooling valve, from any of the protocols, from KNX, from Inels, or from any third-party systems. Also, if you are using Inels heat cool area, then you can also have a possibility to integrate it through MQTT. Now we don't have plugin for a heat cool controller, but it is little bit complicated. Better, I would recommend to use 2-point controller from SkyThings. Next question. Can we use Inels keypad as actuator in Astrom ecosystem? Of course, you can use Inels keypad as actuator in Astrom ecosystem. Again, 2 options. One is through Inels plugin, and second option is Inels add-on. Inels add-on will be more easy for you to program, because in the Inels add-on you can have possibility to add all the Inels peripheral units like controllers, switching actuators, dimming actuators, metal switch buttons, everything. So please wait for the add-on module to release, then you can do it. For now, if it is important, then you can integrate through MQTT, because we already have MQTT export support in all the controllers, dimmers, switchers, and everything. So you need to be aware about the payload, how to integrate. In the previous webinar, I have already mentioned how you can integrate through MQTT. Next, Inels module can be used without CU3. Of course, Inels add-on module is a different version of CU, which have all the processor of Inels CU. So if you connect Inels module to the any of the touch screens, then that will be acting as a central unit, and then the bus units connected to that add-on modules can be added to Skype platform, and you can create the logic. Can we integrate local IPv6 for the intercom? IPv6 is working with a different protocol. So if you have SIP integration in IPv6, then of course you can control it in Skype platform. Can we program it without internet? Yes, as colleague mentioned that all these touch screens have its own web interface. So if you connect or log into the web interface in your PC, you can do all this manually. And after connecting to the Sky platform, then it will be available online and you can do it. And I think Omar can explain you what is the best practice. Hi, Omar. Could you please explain what is the best practice for connect or creating the project without internet or with internet?
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So you can either use both the options. So once you connecting the internet and connecting to the cloud account, then all the projects will be available online and you can control and monitor everything. Can I integrate this into finished project with CU3? Yes, you can integrate it into a finished project, provided the project is running with the mini CU, which has MQTT. And as I mentioned before, if you have Inels Bridge and MQTT broker inside it configured, then you can connect the finished project to the broker and then from the broker to the Sky platform. I don't know if you have any further more question. Can we? Okay, we can of course share you the presentation, and also if you want for Elko customers, if you need to create the Sky accounts, then send email to support@elcoep.com or support@inels.com. Then we can arrange you the login credentials or create your account. Can we install the framework on Raspberry 5? Can we install the framework on Raspberry Pi 5 without Android? Hi, Peter. I don't understand your question clearly. You mean the Sky platform to install it locally in the Raspberry Pi? No, it is not possible. There is another option from Inspinia, that Inspinia server. So if you buy Inspinia server, this Sky platform will be pre-installed in that server. So only you can use that option. This is not a package where you can install it in Android or any PC. I hope you have understand all the product lines and programming, general introduction about Sky platform and Inspinia series. Thank you for joining, and feel free to ask your questions to our support emails. Thank you, Omar, for your wonderful presentation and for
Thank you, everyone.
yeah. Thank you all. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.